It's 8:42, Saturday, March 17th. This will probably be my last clip of the trip. Definitely bummed that it's over now at this point. We were getting into a pretty good rhythm every day. Just how things would be, and the rewards were sweet. Ben had mentioned that there's like a trail depression you can feel, and I think I've got a small version of that. It wasn't long enough for me to really get into it, but the idea of it being over already is a pretty big bummer. But this morning I woke up at like 4:58, and I was like, damn, the sun's not going to be up for a while. So I got up and just couldn't sleep, so did some stuff online, walked around the house a little bit, tried to be quiet, but yeah, it was a bummer, because I've been, waking up at weird times throughout the night on this trip, just because you're sleeping outside and stuff. But I guess I'm still kind of doing that a little bit, waking up and just wishing it was sun out so I could get up and have an excuse to be awake. But yeah, man, definitely I'm excited to integrate this whole experience now into my life, and start like bike packing and stuff like that, and maybe come out here again with Ben sometime in the future. It is nice to have coffee and leisure time to drink it, because the bathroom is nice to have at hand as well. But Ben's fiance, should be here in the next hour and some change or so, and then we'll be headed back to Atlanta. All my shit's packed up and ready to go. Overwhelmingly positive experience. I can't remember what my general thoughts were. Well, no, I do remember what my general thoughts were at the beginning. I was like, I don't know if this is something I'd want to do again. But at this point, it definitely is, and I'm already thinking about spending a lot of money on equipment. I mean, not a lot, but maybe $1,000 or so. Maybe get rid of some bikes. Make room. And definitely pare down on some shit at the house. I feel like I'm ready to do another purge. But yeah, sitting on a field of victory, for sure. No missteps, no real issues. It really, despite the weather conditions, which I think we're good to go through just for the sake of gusto, I think it was an amazing experience. It feels like a childhood's worth of camping experience I just got in 7 days. It's definitely an element that I think I do well in and could potentially thrive. So, with that, go ahead and conclude here. There's really not anything else to say. Everything else that preceded this says it all, and, it's one of those experiences. One of the things Ben kept saying is that, you come back and no one gives a shit that you did this. You can't explain to them the impact that a trip like this would have. It's just something, just like a really intense psychedelic drug. I guess you either have to do it or you just have to dismiss it. That's kind of what it is. This coffee smells like dirt a little bit. Whatever. Alright, that was it. The Appalachian Trail. 2018. 7 days. Started in Hiawassee. No, what the fuck. Started in Amicalola. Ended in Franklin. At my parents' cabin. Didn't even realize that was going to happen. But things came together, so that was pretty sweet. Alright. Peace. Embrace the suck. Saturday, March 17th, 12:52 p.m. I guess this is like an epilogue or an afterword. It seems like both those words mean the same thing. But I'm actually now walking back to my place from Ben's. I had this feeling the whole time that his girlfriend, fiance, was going to just drive all of us back to their house. And I was like, if that's the case, then I'm just going to walk. Because I honestly don't have any choice. I have no vehicles over at Ben's house. And I think Erica's at work, so the truck's there. So it's either I ask them to do it for me, take me there, or I'll just take the opportunity to have one last little hike by myself. So I should be home around, I guess, 2-ish or so at the very latest. And it was raining earlier today. And so now I'll be able to actually go on a bike ride and maybe, I don't know, don't really have any specific plans. I might actually go to REI and kind of look around for some bike packing type stuff. I'd like to get Erica some food for tonight, maybe a bubble tea for her afternoon. It's gonna be weird, man. It's coming back now. Ben and I were already commenting about this together a second ago, but it feels like we never left, really. Being back already after being in the woods for so long, it's weird. Everything looks much the same. Of course, why wouldn't it? Let's see if I can cross here in a minute. Oh, thank you. So yeah, just about to be going by Pullman Yard here in a moment. It's gonna be fucking nasty back there. But my boots have seen worse recently, so it should be fine. I'm trying to think about whether or not to see Grandpa before I get home, and if I should just wait until, I think I'm just gonna wait. I think I'll get home, make a nice cup of coffee, eat a Cliff Bar, see Grandpa, and get all my shit done, and then go for a bike ride. Because too much is never enough. I just ate a bunch of apples, so I've got apple burps. Yeah, geez, I guess I summed it up as well as I could this morning, that it was just sort of a psychedelic type experience that you can't really explain. I mean, the mileage we were doing every day was just epic. It was exactly what I would have wanted, and under other circumstances, I'm not sure, like if Ben had more time, he probably wouldn't have wanted to go that fast or that far every day. But, honestly, if and when I go out to that trail again, I think I would prefer that. Just basically just riding that line every single day, going 20 miles or so. I mean, I guess he said 20 miles was kind of the ceiling that he would want to do. And there were definitely certain days that I agreed. I was like, no, let's stay at this shelter, and then maybe do, if it's throwing our scheduling off, let's just do, 22 miles tomorrow or something. But yeah, man, words can't express how cool that trip was. But I guess this podcast is sort of an approximation. I couldn't think about what I wanted to listen to. And now I just realized I should just re-listen to the clips I made, get an idea of what it was like from start to finish. I even have that preamble clip that will come first in the series, so I can now compare my expectations to what it actually feels like to be done, and compare notes that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm getting close to Pullman Yard now. I think maybe I'll jump on over to Arkwright or something, and I could take the unfinished Beltline home. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So this is the official end, and it's fitting. Have a city walk. It's a good way to ease myself back into being back. It's so fucking easy to walk on these paved and flat surfaces. It's almost a joke. So with that, once more, 2018 March Appalachian section hike, Appalachian Trail, of the Georgia portion of the Appalachian Trail. How many times can I say Appalachian Trail before that word doesn't mean anything anymore?